And this follows the closure of schools from today. This therefore means eligible voters are encouraged to check and ascertain their details in preparation for voting on August 9th, 2022. The Commission has established 2 toll-free lines, and these are 1543 and 1544. The public, the general public, all voters are encouraged to call these 2 numbers for any information or clarification relating to the voters, the register of voters. In fact, as you sit here, you can even try. And this is in addition to the 70 that you send your ID number, hash, and year of birth. Provides information, sufficient information to all voters on the register and on any other thing about elections that one would like to know. As we have said it before, electronic voter identification is what will be used during the voting day, and it involves the use of an individual's unique biometric and/or alphanumeric details to identify them and determine whether they are registered so that they can be allowed to vote. We use what we call KIMS kit, and the KIMS kit is a portable electronic device that is similar in build to a tablet. It comprises of a fingerprint scanner, a touch screen, and a slot for SD card, a camera, and an inbuilt battery and a charger. So that is what forms the KIMS kit. The KIMS kit contains the text or alphanumeric details of the entire country's register of voters, along with unique biometric and alphanumeric details of each voter for predefined electoral areas. So we have the alphanumerics for all the voters in the country, but at the same time it also has the biometric details for selected localities, either counties or constituencies where the kits are located. As you have been told before by the Commission has an inventory of 41,000 were in good working condition, and in accordance with the contract and as ordered by the Commission's mathematics supplied additional 14,100 KIMS kit to the Commission, and this brings to a total number of kits that are in good working condition of about 55,100. Preparation and dispatch of the KIMS kit for the general election is currently ongoing. Some of the KIMS kits have already arrived in the counties. The remaining ones are being dispatched in the course of this week before end of the week. Each kit is being loaded with electronic vote result transmission system softwares. It's also loaded with operators as well as SD cards containing registered voters biographic and biometric data for each polling station. The KIMS kits are being deployed across the country in the 46,229 polling stations. And so that is all I wanted to mention about the register of voters. In addition to the pinning of the voters for each polling station in a specific location within the polling station, we can use those two codes for voters to get details and also the 70,000 short SMS code that one can send to get details as well. So that's our brief on the register of voters. And I welcome maybe one or two questions on the same.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes, I would like just some clarification. If somebody registered as a voter using the national identity card, but since they have either misplaced or lost it, are they able to present their passport? And also vice versa, if you register using your passport, will you be able to still present your ID when you're presenting yourself to vote?
If you use, the regulations require that you will only be allowed to vote if you present the document that you used to register as a voter. So if you registered with a passport, you cannot come and present an ID, and vice versa. Okay.
We understand that the register that you are imprinting on the polling stations at this time is final. Now you've given SMS line for any queries. What's the essence of this? Should, for instance, someone get to the polling station which they registered from and find that their name is not among the list, would there be any change? How is this?
The register has already been gazetted. If you are not on the register, you will not vote. You come 2027 to vote. Next.
Okay, my question is, now that you are dispatching the strategic election materials to the polling stations, are there electoral areas that probably the Commission deemed it fit to postpone the elections, and which areas are these for one reason or another?
I will not respond to speculation. As and when it happens, a decision will be made. But as of now, we are hopeful that all materials will be dispatched and they will arrive in their destinations. Okay. Uko nyuma? It's a legal requirement that if a candidate who has already been registered and gazetted as a candidate, if they die, that particular elective position in that electoral area will have to be postponed. And don't make sure you don't kill your enemies. Some people might find they are losing, so they decide to sort out their friends. Swali lingine? Yes.
Yes, on Barnett. And maybe you can clarify on the safety and security of the IEBC officials in regards from sabotage and such kind of thing.
With regards to?
Increasing sabotage.
We are safe for now. We don't know about tomorrow. We've had lengthy discussions with the security forces, and nobody has shown any interest to get rid of any of us. And we pray that we will all be safe. But we have no issues with anybody. We are just doing our job. It's a tough one, but all the commissioners are, of course, having a security protection. Most of our deputy commission secretaries. At this time, the county managers are also given security, and all the 290 returning officers across the country are also provided with security. And this is because we know tempers can flare in some places, and our poll officials can be a target. So it's for this reason that we've decided we will give them extra security until the election or the week after the election. Okay?
Can I add something?
Yes.
The question that you asked regarding register of voters, and if somebody does not find themselves on the 9th and yet they registered. Yes, we, when we did verification, which was over a month ago, it was for that particular reason why we wanted people to find out if they exist in the register, if there is a mistake on their names, and if they are not available in the register then and they had registered, then they can report back to us. And if they did not do that, and yet they feel that they should have been in that register, it is too late. We cannot in any way change that. And I think a number of people will possibly go to the station and think that their names are in that register and begin to accuse IEBC for removing their names. An opportunity had been given to them during the verification to correct those. If they did not do that, there's no way in which